Hi Taurus, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your angel tarot messages for the month of May 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos I put out there on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading and every card cannot apply to every single person in the universe. But if you'd like a accurate and a reading with clarity and answers to any questions, I welcome and invite you to go up there and press that button. And it will take you to my personal website where you can see how the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a private Reiki session. Okay, let's get on to it. Here we are, Taurus, May 2018. You start off your first week, the beginning of your first week of May, Taurus, with the 5 of Earth. And this shows me Earth cards have to do with the material part of our lives, and often that involves our careers, professions, and our jobs, and how we bring that currency into our lives. But it can also have to do with our personal family and our intimate family, and it can have to do with dealing with the ecosystem and Mother Nature. But mainly they do have to do with the people in our lives and our jobs. And I do see this card shows me that some of you are having a problem with money, and you're allowing that fear to lead your path, and the fear of the lack of money, I see. But you need to ask help, and this card shows me that you need to seek out professional advice. Some of you, maybe your banker, your financial advisor, your accountant, or someone in your family that can help you out that is in that type of profession. Because often it's just a matter of tweaking a budget to give you some breathing space. And often that involves having to put in another loop in your belt in order to deal with it. So there is money there for you to deal with these, these commitments that you have to deal with at the end of the month. So I do see some of you are self-employed. You have these same worries as well. Please, this is advising you to go out and get some professional advice and help. I know it's tax time for many of them. Many of you, for some of you, it's year end, and everybody's scrambling at this time. Our world is unsure and uncertain, even in the large scale of things out there in, the investment market as well. So please seek out the help where you can tweak your budget or put your money where it's going to serve you the best. In the middle of the first week, Taurus, you've been given another Earth card, and this is the 4 of Earth. Let me get over here. There we go. And this is telling me that, this is a double-edged meaning here. Okay, so the first meaning of this card is some of you are going out there and your, money comes in the door and goes out the window just as fast as it comes in, which means, again, there's a bit of tweaking that needs to be done on the spending part of it. But the other aspect of it is it shows me that some of you give 150% of your time, your personal time, to everybody else around you that comes up to you. You are the friend that everybody taps into because they know you're never going to let them down. But what happens is you forget about yourself, and you need to do me time. You need to spend time on yourself and realize that these people cannot constantly rely on you before you become depleted and resent this time they take from you, because you have things in your own life to do. What you need to know is it's okay to say no and not have to give a big detailed reason and excuse why you can't be there for people. So please take care of yourself. Please realize you can't be in all places at all times for all people. Now, the other part of this is you go to work. It shows me some of you go to work. Every day you put your money in the bank. You go to work and you never spend anything on yourself or do something that will give you a little bit of pleasure, these little luxuries that you work hard for. It also shows me that some of you have isolated yourselves, you've hermitized yourself, you've kept yourself in your domain, and everybody's saying, where is this great guy? Where is this super gal? I haven't seen her. Maybe I need to give her a call. Please step out that door and start living your life. You work hard. Life was not meant just to make money and go home, okay? It's meant to enjoy. It's meant to enjoy. You work hard for the money that you make, and so put some aside for yourself to enjoy. So here we are. You've been given the King of Fire for the end of the first week of May, Taurus. And fire cards have to do with our personal development. And that means going places we normally wouldn't go. That means taking risks we normally wouldn't take, all of which helps us to develop on our life path. This tells me there's a situation in your life or an event that's come into some of your lives where you need to focus. And I mean, they say it 3 times. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, don't allow the distractions all around you and the noise around you to, to stop you from doing this. I do see that you're going to be communicating with people around you about a situation, and that you're going to be able to do it because you have the vision. You are creative, and you know how to do that. You also have leadership qualities. They show me that some of you are going to be asked to step up on the platform, asked to divulge the information that you know, and to share your knowledge and your wisdom with others. You will, in the process, some of you, this may have to do with legal issues. Some of you may have to get up on a platform legally and do this. You're going to be getting advice from someone. And this person I do see is, motivated, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Please know that this individual is very creative as well, and will be able to advise you and mentor you to do this, okay, to do this. Stepping up and being a leader yourself. You may be lacking a little bit of confidence, some of you, too. When everybody said we want to rely on you, you have the capabilities, we trust you, you're a strong person, and then all of a sudden you go, holy macro, I don't know, but yes, you can, because you're also going to be getting mentored by someone who's going to say, look, it's not that hard. This is what you have to do, da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's going to fall into place. So don't be worried about that situation. Okay. So that was actually the end of the first week of May. So you had the 5 of Earth for the beginning, you had the 4 of Earth for the middle of the first week, and you had the Knight of Fire for the end of the first week. So we're going to move on now, in case I made a mistake with what I was saying, because I'm picking up these 12 cards as I go along from the bottom of, and this is how they sit on my desk. So I pick the bottom one first. So this is the beginning of the second week of May, Taurus. You have been given the Knight of Fire. So you just had the King of Fire, about having to focus on that situation and getting help along the way. Now, this is telling me that, there's going to be something coming into you very quickly. It may be in the form of a letter, a document, something that you have to sign, you have to agree to, you have to read over everything, okay? Others, it's going to come in the form of an event that you're going to have to get involved in, and it could have to do with this King of Fire as well. So please know it's going to need your immediate attention. You can't shelve it and procrastinate about it. Time is of the essence, but think things through very carefully when this event shows up or these documents show up for you to have to read and sign. In the middle of the second week, Taurus, you've been given an air card, and this is the 9 of Air. And air cards have to do with dealing with injustice or being judged or having to, listen to everybody's story and make fair and just decisions and choices determined around these individuals. But it can have to do with legal issues too. If you're dealing with, lawyers of any kind or legal issues of any kind, I do see that some of you are allowing the negative energy to come into play, and you're feeling a little bit down, and you're feeling, defeated before the situation is even taken care of. So please know you have to stop expecting the worst, okay? This card is to tell you that you have to think positively, because what's happening is it shows me that some of you are so worried about a situation right now in your life that you're losing sleep. And in order to deal with these situations and stand on your platform and be strong, you have to be balanced, okay? Physically as well as mentally and emotionally. So please don't lose your sleep. Okay, get your rest and take care of your vessel. Take care of your body, because you need to be strong to deal with any of these challenges coming in. At the end of the second week, you've been given another Earth card, and this is the Six of Earth, Taurus. And this is the card of abundance. This is the card of gifts coming in. So some of you are going to receive either, I do see the gifts in the form of money, time, or effort. So perhaps some of you are expecting a check to come in the mail. Know that this refers to that. Some of you may be wanting time off or taking a holiday or an extended leave of absence. Know that this signifies you're going to get it. And effort. Effort has to do with all the work that you put into a project or a situation or your profession, and now you're going to reap the benefits of that. It may be in the form of, you know, going in there and saying, these are the benefits I want to see in my contract here. I need more time off, or I feel I need to be appreciated in my income and my wages. So please know that this card signifies one or all of the above can occur for some of you. I do see some of you are actually going to be moving on and seeing a new career coming into play on your path. You are either being offered an opportunity where you are right now, or this is a whole new career that some of you are going to embark on. For some of you, if you have applied to borrow money, or perhaps it's something as simple as you needed to bridge a mortgage, okay, for you to get the house that you really, really want, know that it will be approved, okay? For others of you that are paying off a long-standing debt, perhaps it had to do with, you know, an education, you know, loan. It could have to do with, you know, any kind of loan. Know that you are going to be able to get the resources to pay that off. This is the abundance card, time, effort, and money. So please know some of you will have it come in the form of money, and that you're going to be able to pay that debt off. Taurus, we're going into the third week of May and the beginning of that third week. And this is the Queen of Water for you. And water cards are our relationship cards. And sometimes they can be intimate and other times they're not. But this card shows me that there will be a new relationship in your life, and it will develop to a new level. Now, when I say new, it could be a new person coming in, or it could be one that you are in now that is fairly new, and that you are really wanting it to go to the next level. And the next level is often commitment. Please know that it is going to that level. You need to trust your own intuition, okay, with this relationship. And it's all about how you care for each other, all right, and what you offer and what you put out on the table with each other. And you know, you level the field, okay? So some of you, you know, may be involved in debates right now with individuals that you have to work over and deal with. It's all about, you know, the old adage, do unto others. If we put out honey instead of vinegar, we're going to get that right back in the form of sweetness. So please know that this relationship is going to develop to a new level, because I do see that, you know, the traits of tender-heartedness, empathic, being empathetic, pardon me, and patient and loving. These are all emotions that are coming into play now with this situation and relationship. In the middle of that third week of May, you've been given another Earth card, and this is the Ten of Earth. And this tells me that, you know, you're in a good place, some of you. I see that you've been working hard on your relationships, and you're quite comfortable in your family life. Things are going to improve for those that have been dealing with challenges. Know that you will feel that comfort again and that peace. For some of you, I do see financial security now. Okay, so we talked about that Six of Earth. Again, another Earth card about, you know, abundance coming in the form of gifts, money, time, or effort. So I do see some of you will be financially secure. But what this signifies is never get too carried away with that material part of your life. Okay. It's great. It's great to have the money in the bank, and even excessive if you're lucky enough. It's great to, you know, to be happy-go-lucky and think that things are always going to be this way. And what you need to do is still enjoy the magic in the little things. And that means the things that don't cost a lot of money, okay? That means the things that you have to sit back and say, you know, what did I enjoy before this abundance came into my life? I'm at a stage now where I really want to be happy, but am I? Okay, so go back to the little things in life that make you happy, whatever they are. this is what this signifies, is never lose sight of that, okay? Never lose sight of the magic in those little things. At the end of the third week, my friend, you have been given another fire card, and this is the Page of Fire. So again, it's about self-development. And this is telling me that there is some news coming into some of you, and they refer to it as exciting news. So it could have to do with a profession. It could have to do with a project. It could have to do with, oh, they just told me a birth. My guides are flying in here. And so that's beautiful. You know, an event. It could be a wedding, an engagement, a birth of a baby. It could have to do with the material part of your life. It could have to do with your job and career and exams. It shows me that some of you have been writing exams and tests and knowing that the completion of that and that things are going to be good. It shows me that you're going to be able to, with this new endeavor in your life, be able to demonstrate more originality and ingenuity that you have, and being able to do that more. So you're going to be able to pretty much be more outgoing, more creative, more confident, and have fun while you're doing it. Now, we have three major cards. Look at these, all these blue cards for the very last week of May, Taurus. Excuse me, I need a mouthful of water. First card for the beginning of that week of May, which is the last week of the May reading, you've been given the Dreamer. And this is all about taking leaps of faith and being creative when you're dealing with situations. And following your dreams and not giving up on them and being positive. But the reason you can do that is because this card shows that there's going to be some unexpected resources coming in to help you with this, to bring these dreams into play. Now, I want you to realize that when you assert your independence and remain optimistic to any challenging approaches coming into you, they're going to work out in your favor. It's as simple as that. So that's what the Dreamer talks about. Staying positive, knowing that your dreams can come to fruition because your head's down, you're working towards it, and you believe it, you're worthy of it, and it's going to come. Excuse me. Now, in the middle of your last week, you've been given the Justice card. And again, this shows me that, you know, some of you are still dealing or may be dealing with someone that's coming in that last week that's going to judge you. And they're going to make you stand up and have to defend yourself. And you're going to be dealing with that karma and that, excuse me, that drama that people bring in. I also want you to know that for some of you, the Justice card obviously has to do with legal issues as well. So it's about you making fair and just decisions that are involved around these individuals that want to come in and stir the pot up and, you know, throw that chaos into your life. Do what you know is right. Okay, stay true to yourself. This is about, you know, doing what you know is correct and right. Stand up for your beliefs, my friend, okay? Don't let anybody put their thumb down on you and start, you know, they just said being holier than thou. My guides are so cute. Thank you. So that's what it comes down to. Okay, stand up for your own rights. Stand up for your own beliefs. You're worthy of that. And know that you may be faced with these challenges coming in that last week of May where you're going to have to do that. Now, at the very end of May, your last card is a major card again, Taurus, and this is the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about spending time with yourself. It's all about, you know, being with myself, me, myself, and I, and taking yourself to that place where you know, some of you I can see are actually going to go into meditation. Some of you are going to be taking yoga. Some of you are into, you know, energy healing. I see this coming into play with this Hermit. But I also see that it's all about you taking new things. I see some of you are going to be taking sort of classes that have to do with spiritualism. Perhaps some of you are getting into some sort of holistic healing is what they're showing me. And it's about you discovering yourself and who you are. Please know that it is a perfect time to spend time with meditation, okay? It's also about you listening to your inner voice, okay? Listening to what it is you want and making that come to fruition. Going there to the silence and saying, okay, I've dealt with this, I've done that, these are my options, these are the consequences that happened during this situation, whether it was a relationship or something to do with your job or a personal relationship with a friend. Please know that you can deal with that now. When you go to meditation, you often get the answers to your questions that you ask, or they just appear. It's just like that with meditation. So listen to your own inner voice and know what it is you want right now. I do see some of you are going to be able to impart some of that wisdom to others. I do see some of you are going to become advocates or mentors for other people. Perhaps you're going to be opening up a yoga retreat or a meditation retreat, or you're going to bring people into spiritualism in some form of healing like that. I also see that this is your own personal spiritual journey right now. It's all about you discovering yourself and being able to impart that wisdom to others. Great way to end your month in May, my friend Taurus. So I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic month of May to look forward to. And know that I'll see you again and that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, Taurus.